Hey everyone, Gaming ADI here, and welcome back to Foundry. Now, we played this back in October when the demo was out on one of the Steam Fests, and I quite enjoyed it. I found it to be like a mixture between Satisfactory and Factorio and Tectonica and a lot of those other type of games. Other people are saying it's like a mixture which got a bit of Minecraft in it, which I guess it has because of all the blocky terrain that we've got. But it's out on early access now, so the link will be down below. Feel free to click on that and go and have a look at this if you fancy it. But for now, we are going to get into this, start a new game. So basically, we drop in a drop pod. We're a robot, and it's your typical factory building game where you have to go around, collect resources, and build stuff up from there.
Welcome, operator. I'm Carl, your facility management artificial intelligence.
And we've got Carl.
This resource-rich moon has been selected for the Foundry initiative with the goal of converting it into a manufacturing hub. Construction work has already started, and many teams, just like us, have been deployed with their initial assignments. Our task is to establish mining and smelting operations to ensure a steady supply of essential metals. My goal is to assist you in setting up this factory. Let's run a few basic checks before we get started. Open your map to check your surroundings. Fantastic. There are several ore patches in the vicinity. Equip your ore scanner from the inventory and use it to locate the ore patches. To get started, approach both of the ore patches and mine some ore.
Right, so Carl's like our little AI helper, which is quite nice. As you can see, we've got an ore patch over here, xenoferrite, and that one over there, which is technum. Now, for all intents and purposes, they might as well just be iron and copper. They're just giving them fancy names. So yes, we've got these two ores to begin with. We have to mine them up, and then we put them into here, where we can make our xenoferrite plates and our technum rods. And that's how we do it to begin with. So I'm going to get going with that. I'm going to go and mine all this down. And I will bring you back once we have something else to build with. Okay, so that's all that done. So we can insert the ores into there and into there. And that's going to make us rods and plates that we will be able to do stuff with later on. The other thing that we're also going to need for power is biofuel. So basically, you've got these huge cactus. There's various different biomes as well. If we look at the map, you can see you've got like a desert biome and a forest biome and probably a grassland biome. You've got water and everything else. The water comes in a little bit later on. So in this biome, we hit the cactus up. That will give us some biofuel. But obviously in other biomes, it's the trees or these plants and stuff like that. So I'm just going to collect a load of this while our drop pod smelts up those rods and those plates. Because like I say, I know I'm going to need this. I bought this game the other day and I thought I'll just have a quick look at it. 11 hours later, yeah, I'm still playing it. And I'm like, I should have recorded this straight from the outset. But I didn't. So I have got another save on here. But like I say, I'm about 11 hours in.
Now that we have basic materials available, we should start crafting building blocks which act as a foundation for other buildings. To do so, you need to open the crafting menu and click the desired items. Then, place them in the shape of a platform next to one of the ore patches.
So here's our crafting menu. We've got structures, components, handhelds, and metallurgy. So in here we can build, we can craft building blocks or a crate. We've got the little bits. See these bits here, the electronic components, the wire, and the machinery parts. If you need them for this, like for instance, there isn't one here in a minute, but if, say for instance, this needed machinery parts, you could click on it, and down here in the bottom left-hand corner, it would actually make these machinery parts before it builds this. So you don't need to make these individual parts here, because the game will just do it for you, which is quite nice. I quite like that. We've already got, obviously, each one of them anyway. And in here, we've got plates and rods, so we can actually craft these ourselves as well as using the smelter. But for now, I'm going to build some blocks. So if you left-click on here, you do it one at a time. You can see here I can actually build 2 at the minute. But if you right-click on it, you can do 5 at a time, which is quite nice. So let's just get a few more of these. And seed to craft. And then we can build another 5 of them. So now that's given me 10 of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, get rid of you. Thank you. You can also do the rocks as well. And it gives you rocks, strangely enough. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to build a little mining platform on here. So that we can get this automated and we don't have to do it anymore. But everything that you do is, let's just chuck that on there. No, sorry, chuck that on there. So yeah, everything you do has to be powered by this. Okay, so everything has to be on one of these blocks to be powered. Now I think that's going to be a little bit high for what I want. So I'm very tempted to just take it down one. And as you can see, you can knock the ground out and you get dirt from it. Which is to be expected. We can see there the ores and everything else. So now I can put these in. Like so. I might just come over here a little bit more. There we go. So we've got to place 30 building blocks for the task. I'm just going to do another couple. Now, if I put these on top of here, like that, then these will be connected to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting on a biomass burner up here. And then I'm going to go and do the same over here for our other ore.
To automate ore extraction, we need to set up a drone miner. Craft one and place it on top of your foundation right next to the ore patch.
Right, so now we've got a new thing in here, drone miner. So you can see there it needs machinery parts and electronic components, which are these bits up here. But if I go and get some more stuff... where's my drop pod? There it is. So if I get some more of this, we'll chuck some more in there. So I should be able to craft. I'm going to craft... I can only craft 2 at the minute anyway, but that's fine. Don't need too many of them at the minute. And then we can see here down here. This is where it's being built. You can see how it's making those little bits first. The machine parts and then the electronic components and copper wire and everything else. And then I'm going to drag that into there. Now, you don't need to drag it into here, by the way. If we right-click on it in the inventory, then it will just go straight out like that. So these have panels on them. What have we got here? We've got enough room for 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So yeah, so we've got panels on these.
Drone miners and most other buildings require power to function. Let's build a biomass generator on the same foundation as the drone miner. Once built, you need to harvest some plants and trees with your mining drill to collect biomass. Insert the biomass into the generator and it will start to power all buildings on the same foundation as the generator.
Nice. So again, you can see we've got another crafting recipe there with the biomass burner, but we're going to need some more stuff for it. So I'm trying to make these two exactly the same-ish. while we do this. So I'm going to need 2 of them. 1 for each side. But later on what we can do is we can join them up. And once we've joined them up, then obviously you only need the 1 lot of power. So B for backpack. Take that out. R to rotate. I'll always like to have the panel facing me. Like so. Z to get rid of that. And then we can...
Go
chuck in
watch your
some
mining drones
stuff.
acquire your first automated ore. Aren't they beautiful? Anyways, we need to get going. Let's build a smelter next.
And now these little guys will come out and they'll mine it for me. So on the screen, you can see what your 4 drones are doing. And it gives you your last yield per minute and what they're doing and everything. So you see it's going up because they've only just started. Right, so let's go do the same over here. And now get those guys up and running. Okay, so now we have our smelter made up. And you can see here that we need 20 a minute going in to produce 20 a minute on the rods. And then I've done exactly the same over here. So this one's been running a little bit longer. You can see this is full 200. But yeah, it's putting out 20 a minute. And this one needs 20 a minute and it puts out 20 a minute. So yeah, it's just your basic battery game in that regards. Each one of these needs a loader. And then the belts go between the loaders. So, you know, you can make this as big or as far away as you want. There's 2 ways you can unload this. You can either hit that button to take everything out, or you can go and manage inventory and take out what's in there. It doesn't really matter which way you do it. So you can see there we've got to craft, for the next task, we've got to craft 20 conveyors. Which I might as well get going now. So these are our conveyors. So I'll do right click, 5, 10, 15, 20. That'll get that task out the way. So this is pretty much irrelevant now. We don't need it at all. You can take it apart.
You have the machines necessary to connect the drone miner to the smelter. Now, attach a loader to each machine and connect them with conveyor belts. After you are done, you should build more smelters and have them produce enough metal plates and rods to fulfill our mission. Speaking of which, the mission control link remains non-responsive. Our objective is near completion and immediate guidance from mission command is required.
Cool. So yeah, as you can see, there is a story running through this. We've lost communication with mission control up there, which is the space station-y thing. And in a bit, we'll get a little helper to try and get the link back up and running. There is a creative side to this. You don't need to follow the story. Right, so I am going to up the production of this. I'm going to get 4 more of these in. 4 more smelters on both sides. Get that all up and running. So we've got a lot more resources coming in. I'm also going to have to keep an eye on this and keep this topped up at all times, because otherwise it will run out of power. Again, later on, later game, there are other ways of getting power. But until we've run through the story, things are locked for now. So yeah, and I will bring you guys back in a bit. Okay, so we now have 4 smelters and 4 little robot thingies picking up all the ores that we need at the minute. But you can see here, this is our grid status. Okay. This is telling you what it's putting out and what it's needing. Okay, and you can see we've just got the yellow or to orange there, because we are getting quite close to not having enough power. Every now and again, this will come up. It will say strained because it's too much pulling power. Obviously, again, same as normal, all these machines have a certain amount of energy that they use. So what I might do is just craft up another couple of these. For now, just so we can put one more on each grid. Let's put them there. So when you scroll through the bottom, you can just like go with your numbers and everything else, but you can scroll your mouse wheel. That will take you through as well, which is quite nice. I quite like that feature. Okay, so it's one extra on there. And one extra on there. You can see there it's just strained. So we're pulling more than what the grid can give us, basically. But that should be alright. So you can see our maximum output is 600 kilowatts. Okay, so new task. You can see that we've been asked to do a research server and place one on a foundation, which is obviously the next thing that we need to do. Where's the research? So there it is. Research server. So this is what we get for starting to do our research. So I will make one of them. But now what I've got to do is make some room so that I can connect these two grids up, which is ideally what I want to be doing. So I'm just going to clear some land out. And a bit later on, there are explosives you can create to do this, but I haven't got that yet. Like I say, I'm in story mode, not in creative mode. Although I was very tempted to go into creative mode. So yeah, so I'm just going to clear some land out. Obviously, I need to take it down one more to where I am, which I will be doing very shortly. Okay, so I have filled this floor in with foundations, dug it all the way out. Just to connect these two up. I filled us back up with power, but you can now see if we look at the grid status that we've got all four of them up and running now. So next thing it wanted us to do was the research server. So I've crafted one, which is here. And we're going to put that down. It takes up a lot of space, doesn't it? Oh well, let's put it down here anyway for now. This is not going to be...
research, you will need to build science packs. Craft a few by hand and insert them into the research server to research the emergency beacon blueprint.
Yeah. So obviously this isn't going to be a permanent base. This is literally just somewhere where we can put stuff for now. I have actually done a few of these packs as well. Now this is a bit that reminds me a little bit of Factorio. Is the research tree, which is massive. There's loads of stuff on it. So we've got different science packs. At the minute we're on the blue ones, so you can see here little blue dots. So all these little blue dot ones we can actually research. Now we have to research this to begin with. If we go at the top of the tree, we have to research that, and then we have to research that, the assembler. But after that, we can sprout off in different directions. Basic infrastructure. It'll tell you up here. So we get a logic container. You see how many science packs you need for each one, and how long it takes to look or to unpack that one science pack, I presume. So that's 3. So we're going to do that one. So you can see it takes 15 seconds per pack to do that. So 3 of them, it's going to take like 15, 30, 45 seconds, isn't it? So less than a minute.
Got it. We now have the emergency beacon blueprint. Craft it and place it, but not too close to your existing machines. Those rescue parties tend to land right on top of the beacons.
Don't they just? The other thing this tells you is if it needs... so if we look at, say, this, you can see on the right-hand side there, it says requires foundation, low voltage grid. This one doesn't need a foundation, so we can actually put it anywhere. I wish I'd have known this last time when I first did it, because I chucked it on the base. Obviously didn't listen to him. I chucked it on my base, and it blew apart the base. So yeah, that which wasn't very good. So this one, I'm going to put out here. Where should I put it? Because it does leave quite a big hole. Let's put it here. And then we're going to call for help. Where's the call button? There it is. And then stand back.
Great. Now you might want to take a step back and look up. A real groundbreaker. This corporate command companion bureaucrat bot, C3BB for short, will help us establish a connection with Mission Command. First, let's help him out of that drop pod by deconstructing and placing it in a safe location.
So to deconstruct stuff, you use F and then just click on it. Just like so.
Welcome to the ground, C3BB. We have activated this emergency beacon because we are having trouble communicating with Mission Command. Critical damage on the Mission Command space station, you say? Spontaneous explosive disassembly. That's extremely troubling. What now? Are we trapped here? That aligns with our disaster contingency protocol. C3BB, initiate a thorough analysis of the incident. We'll integrate your extended blueprint archive with our research servers and construct a self-sufficient manufacturing facility capable of providing emergency aid.
There we go. And that's what we need to do. You can notice he's got an exclamation mark, so you can interact with him. You can pet him, you can research. So so yeah, research assembler. So that's what the next thing we're going to do.
You're right. We need a machine that is able to craft common items. I'm glad you have the blueprint stored. Let's go ahead and research the assembler.
So then you go back here and research the assembler. No, that's the assembler there. So another 5, which we should be all right. I think they're in there. Yeah, we've got 18 in there. Wicked. Right, so I am going to get everything ready, because once that's done, we're going to need to start building assemblers and stuff to put stuff together. Ideally, what I want to do is automate the blue science so that we can get that going in here. So our first assembler can go there. And like I say, this is just going to make machinery parts. So we'll have a belt coming out of there into there. That's not lined up, is it? That's right the first time. So we come from here and rotate these belts. Now you'll notice how these both say intake. Well, this one's an outtake, so all you do is you press that toggle button, it changes the colour, puts that into there. And now on here, we need to configure this to make machinery parts. Ta-da! Now we need another one of these. And this next one is going to take those machinery parts. Go for the middle. Spin that over to there. That's an outtake. And now in here, we need those machinery parts coming in there. And now we need to get some rods from here. You can wait a minute. So we're going to need one of them. And then belts going all the way down here. Oh, that's going to get in the way. So here what we can do is we can rotate the belt. Now, belts don't need foundations, which is nice. And then we'll go to there. Going to need to put one of them on there. And then we'll rotate that way. That way. Into that. Change that to an output. So now that's going to come all the way down here. Go into here. Mix with this and make science. And then we'll take that out of there. Yeah, that's in line. Actually, let's put it on that one. Onto there. Make that output. And then that'll output our blue science, which is that easy. So we have research available. So I'm going to get this ignium scanner. Get that running. So that takes 15 packs this time. So we haven't quite got enough in there. We've only got 8, but hopefully these will start coming in now. Right, let's just see what he wants. Research assembler done.
Great. The assembler will serve as the foundation for mass producing the most commonly required items. Gone are the days of handcrafting.
Great. Yep.
C3BB has been able to establish a limited connection to the space station and will try to extract useful information. Meanwhile, we should focus on scaling up.
Okay, so expand smelters and science pack 2.
Okay, math genius. If it takes 8 small smelters to fill up a conveyor belt, then we'll build 8 for each metal ore. Right. For more advanced research, we need to increase our material science knowledge. Our goal should be to develop a more advanced science pack. But don't underestimate the worth of the other blueprints. Early analysis indicates that mission control has already been gone for quite some time, so I don't think we're in a rush.
Okay, so expanding the smelters. To be honest, I don't think I need to at the minute. I think our smelters are doing fine just the way they are. We can see this puts out 20 a minute. This wants 40 a minute. So you'll notice how this belt is a little bit lacking. So what we could do is we could do that and then take one of these. That's going to be an output. And then come out one, spin that there, spin that there, put that there. So now we've doubled the amount that are going into that machine. That should speed that up a little bit. Not that we need it, because we're backed up here anyway. And we're backed up there. So we've got more than enough coming in. But what I might do, actually, is put another one of these science ones down. So now we can scan for ignium. So let's have a quick butcher's at that, just to see where it is. Xeno. Technum. There it is, ignium ore. It's over here. So we might have to dig down to it a little bit. There it is. So again, to get that, we're going to need to put down some... Is this all at the same level? No, we come down a level there. And then down another level. So we're already down 2 levels, aren't we? Right, let me build a little channel over to our ignium ore. Right, so things have improved slightly. So we have got my little walkway going all the way to the ignium. So that's ready to go. These guys have probably filled this up already. They have, so we can take that out of there. So they can get going and build some more. Somewhere along here, I will be building the next power station. I've also, apart from running out of power, actually, I've also built a second blue science pack thingy. A little bit messy around the back here. You can see here I've had to put in a splitter with some ramps coming up, just so we could get everything round and into where it should be going. I'm sure there's a much better way to do it, but like I say, this is just a mediocre base at the minute just to get stuff going and started. So that's that. Researching at the minute is the generator. So once that's done, we will be putting the generator down here somewhere. Now, not 100% sure where, but we're going to need to dig out somewhere, aren't we? For that generator to go. I can move that. That's not a problem. Could we put it closer to the ignium? Guess we could. Do we need to? No, not really. Because I can always run a belt down here. That's not a problem. So what I might do then... Well, this looks like quite a nice flat space. Obviously, I'm going to need to dig out some stuff anyway. Because I'm going to need to get this power up to it. But I guess... we could put it round here. Do I really need to take it down one level? No, I don't think I do. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we will fit one of these. Ah, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? And then we can put some belts. Coming down here. Let's go along a little bit further. And then we can craft... let's craft 5 of them. This isn't going to let me craft it, is it? Because I have no thing. Are you crafting? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Now with this ramp, you've either got down or up. So if you hold the right mouse button, you could choose the up ramp, which will then start taking stuff up. We need to bring this up to there. I need to craft some more belts because I'm out of belts. And then we can bring this round. Ready for our power station. Nice. Which is almost done. So let's go get ready to choose our next bit of research. So next.
No more filling that biomass burner by hand for you. It's time to upgrade to the burner generator and dig up ignium ore for automated power production. Let's power up our future.
Yeah, let's. So I think next I'm going to go for the loader, the second lane loader. So this will reach over one belt and pick up from another. We can see that we need to get this inventory character improvement before we can get the second science pack. So that'll be next. Right, let's see if we can craft one of these bad boys up, shall we? Where is it? We can. Let's craft that up. And it's going to go in just here. Connect that bad boy up. And there we go. So the maximum output of this is 1.8 megawatts. And it's got a permanent supply of fuel, which is all good. So now these things are irrelevant. Which is just as well, because I have no more biofuel on me. You see our grid status now is really, really good. We can see how low down this is, which is fantastic. Right, so power is sorted. We've got our research sorted. And we are researching the second lane loader. You can see our research is stacking up quite nicely. Everything else, the belts are saturated. It seems to be the best way to play this game. You can't balance them properly, like, say, for instance, you can in Satisfactory, because there's too many variables. These little guys here, you know, they're not putting anything out at the minute. So there's not a constant input, 20 a minute, 21. This will change so much, 19, 20. So because it's not constant, this will all vary. So you can't set up for like I say, like you can in Satisfactory and balance your belts properly. It can't be done in this game. It's too many variables. Okay, so we now have our red science pack, or science pack 2, however you want to see it. So now we need to get things going with the red, with Science Pack 2, so we can increase our research and we can start going into these blue and red bits. Assembler 2, Conveyor Balancing 2, Science 3, Mineral Rocks, High Voltage Energy Grid. So there's loads on there to get. And then I think Science Pack 3 is all the green one. Then we've got Science Pack 4 and a 5. So yes, we've got 5 science packs to get. So in anticipation of this, I have already started building stuff. I've extended our foundation. Now this machine is making belts. And this machine... Oh, it's not. Why are you not making grids? Oh, you idiot. There's no foundations. Let's take that down. Right, let's chuck a foundation in there. That's it. And then we can fill that back up with dirt. Okay, and this one is making foundations. As you can see, it's doing 10 at a time, which is nice. So that's very fast. So for red science, we need conveyors and building blocks. So both of these are going to be making red science. So now we've got to get the stuff from here into these two machines. There we go. So we've got red science there. As you can see, it takes a while. Again, 30 seconds per pack. And red science in there. Excellent. Now the fun comes in. So now what we got to do is get red science into both of these. So I'm going to put one of these on here. Connect that up with a belt. So they're both getting blue science. And you can see that because we've got them both being used, it should be 200%. So total research servers 2. Active, well, we've got those research going on at the minute. So you can see that active research, so our speed's up by 200%, which is nice. So now what we've got to do is get the red research in. And I think we're going to do that on the sides. Yeah, we'll do it on the sides. So we do one there, and Obviously, that looks... It's going to have to go up, isn't it? So we'll put one there. And one there. It needs to go into there. It needs to go into there. And then it's got to come out of here. I'm going to need another one of these. So what I'm going to do is I might actually take that up 2 because I've got to run through here, and only being 1 high is not going to work. I'm not even sure if 2 high will work. Can I run under that? I think I can run under that as long as I'm not going across another belt. So we're going to come this way. 1 belt. Use a splitter. I hate this bit because you can't get the splitter always where you want it. Like if you want it, see how you move it like that. But if I put it up here, it's only going to snap onto that right hand side. I can't get it to snap onto the left hand side, which I don't like. I guess I could take off build mode, take off the snap, and then that just makes it really difficult to make sure you got it in the right place. Oh, yeah, I think we managed that. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to need more belts. I'm going to need more belts, even though I've just made a load in the machine. So we can still run underneath that, which is good. So we're going to take that along here. What? There we go. To there. Turn it there. Why are you going all the way over there? I just need you to there. Okay, red research going down there. And then this one. I think what we'll do is we'll take it out a couple first. Then we'll turn it. And bring it down to here. And then we'll spin that to there. And that to there. There we go. And that is Science Pack 2 done.
We are making great progress. New exciting blueprints are coming up, exactly as the disaster protocol suggests. BB, any updates on the station? No, not yet. Okay, we'll follow the protocol and continue to expand until you have news for us.
Cool. There we go. So I'm just going to chuck out some extra smelters. So it's I need another 8 smelters, basically. Smelters. And I'm not going to use them. I'm literally just going to put them down because I don't need them. Everything's coming out of here really nice. So I don't need to be adding more smelters to this. Well, that output's going a bit low, isn't it? 20 a minute. There. That should be alright. So yeah, all I want to do is clear that task off. Right, coming in.
You're right. This will provide a good supply of plates and rods. But given the task at hand, soon we might have to scale it up even further. For now, let's not get ahead of ourselves and just take a moment to celebrate this victory.
Victory! And on that note, we're going to leave it there for this time. So we've got a moderate factory being made, with stuff being made. So we've up to science 2, which is nice, because it opens up so much more stuff. Let's just get rid of these. Don't need them. Nice. So like I say, this is just a temporary factory. We will be looking at somewhere else to go, probably nearer some water, because the next big thing I'd say to open is the boilers, which means that we can run power from water and the steam generators, which is quite nice. So yeah, we might start looking at moving our base to somewhere near the water, possibly on the green bit, so it looks nicer. But we'll have to take a visit over there to see what's what. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the game. Like I say, it's still in early access, so it's not completely finished. Devs do keep putting out posts on the Steam page, and doing streams about what they're doing, so they are keeping us up to date with that. But yeah, I don't think it's too bad. I quite like it. It's good. And then there are building blocks, so we can actually build stuff. If we look in here, where is it? Oh, I've not got it yet, have I? But yeah, a little bit later on, we can start to build buildings and stuff like that. Research. So there, yeah, decor. So that gives us, if we look at that, we've got basic shapes and a paint roller. And then we have, we've got lights we can put in, ladders, signs, windows, decor 2, which gives us better walls and things like that once we start getting glass up and running. So yeah, more decor, supports, miscellaneous. So you got office furniture and all sorts to put in, doors and yeah, office furniture. There you go. Chair, couch, desk, filing cabinet. So why it's an office furniture, I don't know. I guess because this is supposed to be a factory. I guess. But yeah, so for now, like I say, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you want to see another one of these. I'm not sure when I'll do it. Again, work being very busy as it is. But I thought I'd do this because I had a little bit of spare time. But yeah, this is not going to be replacing Icarus, just in case anyone's thinking it might be. It's not going to replace Icarus. I'm still going to be doing the Icarus videos. But yeah, I thought this might be a nice extra if and when I get some time from work. Then I can chuck one of these out as well. So yeah, thank you very much. If you're new here, don't forget to hit this subscribe. Really helps me out, lets me know what people like. But for now, I would say see you later, guys.